Ever wonder what it would be like to spend a day with Stray Kids? Days who were here for Double Knot's release don't have to imagine, but the rest of us are bending the rules of time and space to do just that as we take a seat to enjoy the week of Chan's Room episode 41. It's October 2019, and Stays have spent the past 10 days bracing themselves for a new digital single that's been racing down the track. After a whirlwind week of teasers, Stays landed with Stray Kids in a Twitter Blue Room Q&A live to hype up Double Knot the night before its release. But Stray Kids and Stay weren't just sharing their good nights with each other at the end of that event. It turns out they were there for each other's good mornings the next day too. The kids surprised Stay, joining them live from their dorm for breakfast first thing after waking up. Hyunjin rolled up to the breakfast table fresh out of the shower with wet hair and a morning voice, making fresh grape juice, while Seungmin and Felix dug into bowls of cereal and chatted casually with Stay about the day's coming event. Some of the members were still sleeping, or watching V Live from their own bed. We're looking at you, Jongin, but not to worry because the plan for the day was not so subtly leaked over breakfast, revealing the kids' schedule, which included going live throughout the entire day. So after breakfast, Stays rode with Changbin, Felix, Seungmin, and Ian on the way to the concert hall, where they'd be performing later in the day. These four were hyped for the release and reassured Stay that the new fan featuring guide for Double Knot wouldn't require their rapping skills. When they reached the venue, members were off to do hair and makeup, but joined Stay live for lunch, where members drifted in and out, trying to get Lino to buy them drinks from the vending machine and chatting with excitement about the countdown to Double Knot's release. While the kids went to rehearsal for that night's event, they asked Stay to enjoy Felix's Pops and Soul segment because they planned to be right back, joining Stay live again from their dressing room to gab over snacks just before that evening's Weekly Idol episode was set to air. Stays were able to enjoy an hour of Stray Kids shenanigans on Weekly Idol as they waited for Double Knot to be released, catching the music video and streaming the song for the first time an hour before Stray Kids went live on Inkigayo's Vanilla stage to properly introduce it to the world. Seungmin emceed this live broadcast, where the kids talked all things Double Knot, being careful not to spoil too much since Astronaut and Levanter were both still on the way. The kids performed Miro live here, highlighting its place as the pillar to the Clay series, in effect making Double Knot its musical keystone, as the kids debuted this stage choreography for the first time, and Stays did them proud with fan chants that had been learned on the fly. All in all, Stray Kids and Stay spent 5 hours live together over one day, making Double Knot's release something rare and precious shared between Stay and Stray Kids. It often seems like the kids never sleep during comebacks, and this one was no different. After that marathon day, they were straight on to the promotional circuit, performing Double Knot on music shows and hyping it up on radio interviews. As the week came to an end, Stray Kids had a bit of a detour, hitting the stage at the 2019 Asia Art Festival in Ulsan. Fan cams are all we have left from this appearance, but it might be one of the most intense, fiery performances of Double Knot we've ever seen. You can grab a link to this in the notes below. As if that wasn't enough to have Stays shaking, Stray Kids continued the theme of the week, going live from the bus on their way home from Ulsan. It was a wild time for Stray Kids and Stay alike, and the need to reach out to connect with each other through it all felt mutual. Which is why Chan was right back in the studio the next day with that familiar track Insomnia set to roll, where he knew he'd find connection in the safety of those you and me moments with Stay. At the deepest level, Stay has always been a safe space for Chan to land, and we're headed into difficult weeks for Chan and the kids in the rewatch timeline, which is why even 5 years later, we're still sending him loving and supportive energy. And it's why we'll be here this Sunday, September 8th at 11 p.m. KST to rewatch episode 41 together. I'll see you then.